I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their cloth. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Are you saying now, Mike?
And I was like, why did you retire? You were at the top of your game. And he said, I'd done everything I wanted to do, and I had no motivation. You know what I mean? And when I got to, after the Rio Olympics, that's exactly how I felt. Because my main aim was to win 3 Olympics. That's what I wanted to do, set the bar high. And after that, my motivation kind of just went whoosh. So for me, it's, if you have no motivation to do anything, it doesn't make any sense because you're not going to put your 100% into it.
I take cold plunge every day because it's part of my routine, my journey. You know, it's not a sacrifice for me, to be honest. I enjoy to do that. Serious. I'm not saying that just to surprise the people. No. I'm enjoy to do it, this kind of stuff. Probably for some persons that a sacrifice is a nightmare, but for me, no. I really enjoy, to be honest.
To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts. If you look at all my teammates here tonight, it would be impossible to find better examples of men who embody that work ethic, integrity, purpose, determination, and discipline that it takes to be a champion in life.
Every day is a new challenge, right? Every day is a challenge, is a day that we can prepare ourselves even more. So for us, we would call it putting money into the bank. So at the end of the year, when we had a major international competition, we could withdraw that money that we had saved throughout the year. And look, I'll be the first one to tell you, there were a lot of days where I did not want to get out of bed. And I guarantee you, if I ask the question here, if everybody is excited to get out of bed every single day, if I saw a hand, I'm going to blatantly call you a liar. Because we all know that is far from the truth. But if you have those little small goals, those little small things that get you excited when you don't want to, it's going to make it even better and even easier at the end when you're getting ready for a presentation or the end of the year or this or that, whatever event you're leading up to. It's going to make it so much easier. And I think if you look at the greats in anything that, in any walk of life, the greats do things when they don't always want to. And that's the separation.
So a lot of people in general are afraid of failure. How did you become one of those people who doesn't seem to be afraid of failing?
It doesn't exist. It's not existent. What the hell does that mean? Seriously, what does failure mean? It doesn't exist. It's a figment of your imagination. What does it mean?
You're pulling a Jedi mind trick on me right now. I was like, does it exist?
No, I'm serious. Look, I'm trying to think, like, how can I explain it? So, let's use happy endings, right? And then we can relate this to failure, why it's not existent. Like, you know, everybody talks about, like, everybody wants a happy ending, right? Now let's go to the reality of it, right? Let's look at a fairy tale story. Let's look at Snow White. Mm-hmm. She gets a happy ending. She finds Prince, whatever. She goes on. She lives happily ever after. Well, I call bullshit on that because 2 months later, the fact is they had an argument and he's sleeping on the couch, right? So the point is, the story continues. The story continues. So if you fail on Monday, the only way it's a failure on Monday is if you decide to not progress from that, right? So to me, that's why failure is not existent. Because, you know, if I fail today, okay, I'm going to learn something from that failure, and I'm going to try again on Tuesday. And I fail, and I'm going to try again on Wednesday.
I want to be able to go through a day or go through a week not worrying about what I got to do Wednesday, what I got to do Thursday, what I got to do, because I never enjoy Monday.
Do you view this season as a failure?
Oh, my God. Okay, because I'm not that up. You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay, do you get the promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, I don't know, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards it. It's not a failure. It's steps to success.
And he had like 17 or 18 championship rings. And then that was one of his quotes to all the incoming freshmen. You know what, men? My favorite ring, because they always ask me, I have 17, and what's my favorite one? The next one. The next one. And that's how we felt. We felt like, you know what the next greatest win in your life is? The next one. And you know what the greatest achievement you've ever had in your life? The next one. And really that just spoke to when I went to professional football and I was able to reach the pinnacle of success at the professional sport level. And we achieved Super Bowls when I was in my second year in the pros, and then throughout, over the course of a 23-year career, there were 7, but that stuck with me the entire time because I think so many people who experience success, it's amazing. And at the same time, if you achieve it once, the question is, would you like to achieve it again? And just because you did it once, there's no certainty to anything in life. It doesn't mean you're going to win it again, or a championship, or get a promotion. You actually have to work for it, and you have to earn it. And I think there's one thing about sports that I learned was every year that you're participating and playing, you got to earn it. There's nothing that's easy. There's nothing that's given. They don't hand you a championship belt. They don't hand you a championship ring. You wouldn't want it that way anyway. Because you know why? Because it's really effing hard when you start at the bottom with everyone else and you work your ass off throughout the year. You put a lot of time and effort into it. You miss birthdays and you miss weddings and you miss Thanksgiving celebrations. We have that in America. You guys don't have that here. You miss Christmases. And, you get to the end of the year and you put a lot into it and you want to come out on top. And when you look at those rings and you look at those championship moments that you've had, you realize that all that sacrifice and all that commitment really paid off. And I think that's what those things symbolize. So when you say that my favorite ring is the next one, it just meant that I aspire for more. I want to continue to achieve, and I want to make the effort to put everything I can into it to try to continue to achieve.
I really don't have regrets. I am a person that says, as soon as you look back in your history and you come up with something that you feel like you want to change, something else has to change. So
what about your biggest disappointment?
Once again, that's the same analogy. Disappointment to me, to win, you got to lose. To be successful, you got to have something that's not successful. To be happy, you got to have disappointment.
The mentality of a winner, I think for me, it's always been wanting to do something different. I don't want to just exist. I want to ultimately live to my full potential. I think it's just wanting to be great in some way, shape, or form. And I think over time, after reading certain books and being inspired by people, I realized that I think we're all a bright light, and it's up to us how bright we shine that light.
Dad, who's not here, but who instilled in me this work ethic to fight for what I believe in, chase after my dreams. Nothing's ever going to be given to you. Everything's going to be earned. If you don't go out there and put in the work, you don't go out and put in the effort, 1, you're not going to get the results. But 2, and more importantly, you don't deserve it. You didn't earn it. And so that defined my upbringing, that defined my career.
Yeah. I don't care how good you are in anything, you don't have discipline, you ain't nobody.
Right.
You're nothing without discipline, because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline.
100%.
I mean, discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. From my experience, I found out that God, it tests you. It tests you and see how much of this you can take before you say, let's just be finished with this. You know what I mean? It wants to show you something. It wants to see how much you can take, how much you can handle of life. You say you love life, you want to live life, I'm going to show you life. Life is beautiful, but you have to accept the good and the bad as being beautiful. You can't accept the good, oh, this is beautiful. Then we lose somebody, oh, life sucks. Life is beautiful because life gives us the ability to just know them on our journey in life. We met them. We loved them. We cared about them. They cared about us. That's the purpose of life, just to enjoy what we had while we journeyed through it.